go to the final thing. The thing that I promised I would pull out of the air or pull out of some bodily orifice to talk about. And this is a film that I watched a while back because we never reviewed it. It was quite well reviewed. It was a critical darling. It was critical darling at the Cannes Film Festival. It's a film called The Worst Person in the World. And it was I found this on Channel 4, channel4.com. And Holly, out of all of us, I think you would love this film. I think you would love this film. I think Sharon, I don't know. Sean, it's a bit of a offense because there's bits of this film that make me feel that it's a little bit like, you know, your 70s American independent cinema heyday, and there's bits of it where I just feel maybe it's a bit too millennial for Sean's liking. But yeah, the whole idea behind this film is it's a Norwegian movie, so it's a Norwegian movie in Norwegian, and it's set in Oslo. And it's all about this woman who you meet. And when you first meet her, she's obviously very bright because she decides, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to be a doctor. So she stops everything that she's doing. She goes to the university. She starts being a doctor. She's being top of a class and all that kind of stuff. But then she finds that she isn't fulfilled with it. She's like, no, this isn't fulfilling me. I need to go do something else. And oh, you know what I want to be? I want to be a photographer. That's it. That's what my true calling is. And so she goes there and her mom's like, what? Okay, let's help you. So she quits medical school to go become a photographer and all that because this is what she's convinced is her calling. And then what comes up is that then she meets this older artist at a party, and then what comes up is all these sort of vignettes of her life and of different stages of her life of this woman. Or sort of like a girl, shall we say, becoming a woman, and what happens over almost like the next 10 years of her life. It isn't told in any sort of like usual narrative structure. It's kind of like, we're going to drop in here and then this is going to happen. Then we're going to drop in here, this is going to happen. We're going to drop in here, this is going to happen. And okay, and there's like this whole section where it's about she meets this guy at a party that she goes to while she is with somebody else. She's with somebody else, he's with somebody else, and they're playing this game to see, okay, what is cheating and what isn't cheating, and how close can we get to the point of cheating without it actually being cheating? And there's a beautifully shot sequence which it involves them blowing smoke, like cigarette smoke, into and out of each other's mouths. I'm not a big fan of smoking. I do not condone it, but it is a beautifully shot sequence. I'll give them that. There is a bit of magic realism where there is the showstopper of the movie is where everything stops and she runs across Oslo to just go and steal a kiss from somebody. And when I say everything stops, like she runs out of a house, everybody is frozen. So everybody's frozen. She runs across what seems to be like the Oslo version of Piccadilly Circus or something like that, and everybody's frozen. And she runs through the whole city frozen, goes there, steals a kiss, and runs all the way back. So there are things like that, but there was a bit of me that was watching and going, okay, but what is the story here? What are we going here? What are we going here for? Like, what are you trying to tell me? Where is the narrative drive? And I'm not entirely sure that there is a narrative drive, but it's one of these films that by the end, you do end up feeling something. You do end up feeling something, like whether it's about the fleetingness of youth, or like, you know, how you might waste your younger years or anything like that, or how you never realize what you've got until it's gone. And I think it will be different for everybody. It stars Sean. You like her, even though you might not know her name. Her name is Renate Reinsve. Renate Reinsve. She was in a Different Man.
All right, okay.
Yeah, she was the neighbor in The Different Man, the one who was making the show. And I think this was really like her being announced to the world outside of Norway, as in, oh, everybody check this woman out. Yeah, and I think it's a good performance. I think it's a committed performance. I feel like the people who are making the film, they had like the very particular thing that they had to say, and about the kind of people that, I mean, Holly, you know, we didn't record this when you were complaining about certain people and how their work styles, but I feel like it has something to say about that generation. So watching this film might either help you understand that generation a bit more, or just truly hate them even more. But I think all in all, I think that you would actually quite like it. It's kind of like it's the sort of arty, it's the sort of arty farty, not nebulous, but doesn't really it's a bit ethereal. It's a bit ethereal, and
Right.
and I think it works. all in all, I think it works. I think different people will give it different star ratings. I'm going to give it a 3. It's a high 3. It's a high 3, but it's because I can see what it's doing and all that, but I don't have a particular kind of connection to it, if you get what I mean. I'm not watching going, oh, wow, this is great. I'm like, I can see that this is great, which is a totally different thing. So for me, it's a 3 out of 5. And that is it. So, yeah, Holly, go watch it. I'd like to see what you think.
Cool.
And all that is left to do is to ask, who